Hey everybody, so I'm back. It's been a couple of weeks since I've done a video because, well, my memory card was like stock full and I just hadn't cleared it. And we've had a lot going on too. For one, my daughter was really sick for about a week, and for a few days there, like really sick. She was hospitalized from vomiting, passing out every time she vomited, and having seizures all at the same time. It was loads of fun, let me tell you that. Yeah, that was really scary. We come to find out that it actually is a lot more common than people realize. I had no idea. I'd never known about this before, so it was totally new to me. So yeah, that was scary. She was really sick, so that took up a lot of our time and attention. And then Tyler hasn't found a job yet, but he has been working for my brothers at some houses that they've been flipping and stuff, which has been really good. I mean, it doesn't pay as good as him having one of his regular jobs that he usually can get, but it's money coming in that we need so desperately. And I help sometimes, and so we've been busy doing that. Plus, we've been working on our yard and whatnot, so yeah. We've been doing a lot of stuff. It's been keeping us kind of busy. Also, I'm still doing the keto diet, and I was going to talk about if it's worth cheating on the keto diet. Lots of people talk about cheating and getting back on. Lots of people do. I'd say most people who do the keto diet cheat a lot, or they talk about it. From what I've been learning is that from other people is that if you haven't been doing the keto diet for very long, cheating is not recommended at all, although people do it all the time. And then if you have been on it for a long time, it's a lot easier to get back into ketosis when you do cheat. And so that's a little more okay. God, people, get on my way. They wouldn't get in the turn lane. They had their blinker on and they wouldn't even get over. So anyway, but I also have heard that why cheat? It should be a lifestyle, stay on it for good. Well, before listening to other people's experiences or reading about it or anything like that, I cheated on the diet for like a birthday party or for my son or somebody, and was it worth it? No. It was not worth it. I was doing so well. I was in like deep ketosis and was losing weight really fast, feeling amazing, great energy, better moods, happier, all that kind of stuff. But I cheated, and I have not yet since been able to get completely back into ketosis. I will get like halfway into it, so I'm like right on the verge, so I'm not completely in it or not. But I have not been able to get back to where I was. Big regret. Total big regret. If you're going to do the keto diet, don't cheat. I mean, if you are going to cheat, make sure it's like a healthy carb. Not cake or pastries or a bad drink or something like that. Eat some potatoes and carrots or something like that. Make it a healthy cheat, because that can actually be really good for the keto diet. Dude, rude Utah lady driver. Freaking jerk lady. She hurried and sped past so I couldn't get over. And made it so that I almost couldn't get over. Utah drivers are some of the most inconsiderate people on the road. I swear, they are so freaking rude. They don't like to let people over. They don't like to use their blinkers all the time. They're road hogs, and they love to control traffic and drive in the wrong lanes going the wrong speed. It's really freaking annoying. Anyone from Utah listening to this, please be considerate of the other drivers. Use your freaking blinker. Stop trying to drive ahead. Let someone, go in front of you, for crying out loud. Why do you have to speed up and pass them and not let them over? It's so petty and stupid. Anyway, sorry about the tangent. Back to the keto diet thing. So, I am trying to do extreme keto, but been failing miserably at that. Well, not miserably, but failing for the most part at that, because I do get more carbs when I'm not supposed to have any carbs. I do get some carbs here and there. It's really hard to avoid getting carbs, especially when I am trying to not eat or consume as much dairy as I normally do, because I believe eating the dairy, which I am allergic to anyway, is slowing down my weight loss. Plus it makes me bloated and gassy and all those fun things. It gives me headaches, stomach aches. So I don't know. If I had no problems with dairy, I think I wouldn't have any problems at all with consuming zero carbs. But like I said, that is very hard to do when you're trying to do limited or no dairy. I mean, that's almost impossible to avoid. And then going and eating crap. I will put on easily 5 pounds, like that. And I know most of it's water weight. And if not that, it slows my weight loss down another week. Like I could have lost, I lose about 2 pounds a week. I've been losing about 2 pounds a week. I could be losing more. When I cheat, I end up losing maybe a pound a week. Sometimes 2 if I'm lucky, but if I have not been cheating at all, then I would be losing a lot faster, a lot better, and I know I'd be feeling a lot better too. It makes my moods a little more unstable because of the cravings and the withdrawals and the hunger pains that I'll get when I mess up the diet. It screws me up, and then I'm just this raunchy person and irritable, impatient and stuff. And I'm trying really hard to be better at that, because I know what it's like dealing with people like that. I mean, we all do. Anyway, so if you're having a problem with the keto diet, there are things that you can do to try to tweak it or make it work better for you, like every 2 or 3 days or once a week, have some healthy carbs. Like I said, have a roast and put some carrots, tomatoes, and onions and stuff in it, and just do that for one meal. Maybe have leftovers the next day of it, or have leftovers the same day, or don't have leftovers of it at all. And then go back into strict keto, and make sure that when you do that, you're getting in plenty of exercise. You don't have to, but it's recommended. And make sure you're getting the electrolytes you need, and the vitamins, and take fish oil, cod liver oil, that kind of stuff as well. Make sure you're getting all of that, and it will kick drive your metabolism back up. It helps boost it, actually, because those of us who struggle with weight loss in general because of lots of different reasons, either diabetic, you don't have a gallbladder, you have thyroid disease, or you have adrenal fatigue, or you have, or you're, quite overweight or whatever. Though those are instances, those are times when we need to be changing it up a little bit, I think, to kind of surprise our metabolism and get us losing weight faster. Because if we're just gonna eat strictly the same way all the time for a long period of time, and we're overweight or have any of these health problems that I mentioned, then the body adjusts to it and it's gonna stop losing weight. It's gonna stay. You're gonna plateau, and that is normal. That is quite normal. You don't need to think, oh my gosh, my body's so dumb. No, it's not. That's just normal. If you're gonna shake it up a little bit, you know, change things up a little bit, it makes the body work a little harder, which is what you want it to do. Which is why drinking really cold water is good, and exercise is good, and I mean anything that makes the body move is good for it. It makes it work. And so I that's what I recommend. I know some people where they lose weight easier if they just cut out sugars and bad drinks, and the weight just drops off of them. I know that happens especially for men. That really works out that way for men in general. Not all of them, but in general. And for some other people, it's a lot harder. Me, if I set my mind to it and I'm following the rules like I'm supposed to, I can lose weight pretty easily. I'm lucky that way. Even with the health problems I have, I still can. Because I'm, in general, not supposed to be able to lose weight easily at all with thyroid disease and not having a gallbladder, and for having chronic fatigue and all that other kind of stuff. I just have to remember to mix it up. Anyway, so I am liking this diet because I can still eat a lot of the stuff that I like, and where I am overweight and have these health problems and stuff, I think it's cool to be able to cheat once in a while, or I should just say change up my diet instead of cheat. I hate that word. It has so many very negative connotations to it, but I think just changing your diet, period, without buying into people's supplements they're selling and shakes and vitamins and whatever they have to help you lose weight. Just eating healthy and getting some exercise works for everybody, at least in maintaining weight, if not losing weight, and helping you at least feel better. That's just like a no-brainer. So doing the keto diet is an extra bonus on top of that, especially if you have a lot of fat that you need to burn, or that you want to maintain keeping your body burning fat. Having your body in complete ketosis is ideal. It really is, but you have to have the right diet. You can't just jump in and do whatever keto diet you feel like and follow whatever, you know, eating regimen you want and just assume it's going to work for you. You gotta be careful. You need to do some research. You need to study. Don't just jump in and say, okay, I'm going to do this, and then, because you probably will fall on your face, and then you'll say, oh, it's a lousy diet, it doesn't work. Well, yeah, you didn't do your research. You got to know people, and you've got to study up on it. You can't just Google it and think that's going to cover the bases. Like I did when I cheated. I didn't research. I didn't look into it. I didn't find out beforehand. If I had, I never, ever would have done that first cheating. I may have shaken up and done had a healthy carb once or twice a week, which, like I said, is totally awesome for people with health issues like me and stuff. But just deciding to eat cake and then the other day was a bunch of cookies, bad idea. All right, bad idea. Don't do that. If you haven't done cheating yet and you're thinking about it, don't do it unless it's a healthy carb, okay? It's not worth it. Plus, as soon as you have that sugar, oh my gosh, it is hard to stop. I'll tell you what, it is so hard to stop. And a lot of people, when they do that, or most people, they just keep going. They're just like, well, I've already cheated once today, I'm going to cheat again. And oh, I cheated yesterday, I'm going to cheat again. And one day turns into 3 into a week, or you know what I mean? Luckily, I don't do that, but I know a lot of people do. I mean, there's always like excuses and, oh, it's too hard to prepare meals. Well, don't prepare meals, just have a salad and buy a hamburger and eat it without the bun and tomato and stuff. I mean, that's not hard. Or make one yourself. I mean, it's not like you have to do this huge meal prep. So, honestly, there are so many different ways to do this, and there's so many things to consider. So do your research and talk to people who've done this, ask questions, write the pros and cons, keep track of what you're eating and how much of it and everything, and what you should stay away from versus what you should be eating and things like that. And honestly, it's totally easy to do when you've got it figured out beforehand. You don't just jump into it unprepared and unplanned. But don't put it off just because you're not completely prepared. I mean, if you have some knowledge, at least get started eating healthy until you get even more figured out, and then tweak it as you go if you have to. It's better than putting it off completely and just not eating healthy, period. Because you got to start eating healthy. So anyway, that's just my little, 2 cents on that. Anyway, have a good day, y'all, and I will talk to you hopefully soon. Bye.